So the aim of the Arthur W. Page Center and the Page Society is to help individuals become counselors to leadership, both internally and of course externally as an agency. How can individuals best prepare themselves for this role as a counselor?
I think that's a good question from an ethical standpoint, because it does go back to, these are kind of mini stands we take in life that make us a counselor. When you're first learning public relations, you should be a good writer. So you should learn to write with proper grammar, to have an attention to detail, to make sure that you spell everything correctly, to make sure you proof things. That's a mini victory when you can do that. As you go through your career, how to effectively pitch a story to the media, how to effectively come up with a communication strategy for a program, how to sell that strategy to a client or senior management. These are all things that we do to develop as professionals, and each time it's a mini victory. And I think as counselors, I think the key thing then is, after you have each one of these victories, once you're able to do each one, master each of these skills, the point is to be so confident in your abilities in that area that you will not back away from any advice you might give on certain areas. So you might have, I still do this to this day, and this is an example, but if I write a press release for a client and one of the people on the client side want to change a word or two, or they want to change the way titles are done, I don't challenge that if it's their preference, so long as we're doing it in a quality way and very consistently. So you have to be flexible. You have to pick your battles. But there are times when people want you to sacrifice quality because it's just something that they want to do, or maybe they don't think about it. They just want to do things a certain way, not thinking that there's any other way to do it. And if we have higher standards, we have to enforce them. We have to take a stand for those higher standards, whether it be the style of a press release, the way a strategy is implemented, or the way a situation is handled. But at some point or another, as counselors, and that's where I think we earn the title counselor, it's where we will give a piece of advice or offer up a particular strategy. And again, if we're willing to stand by that strategy to the extent that we'll put our jobs or our careers on the line, I think that's where you really earn the title counselor. I haven't had to do that in my career that often, but I was willing to do it every time.